Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Science Rendezvous 2012 from Dundas Square in Toronto! This event is happening across Canada right now, coast to coast. More than 300 venues. Bringing science to the public, it's our universities opening their doors.
So yes, today's a great day for science in Canada. This event started as just trying to get all the faculty and scientists across the country to come together to hold a grand festival of science to show how important science is to Canadian people and generate public support. Now, nobody will support science unless you believe we're competitive. So Canada has absolutely fantastic science. You have to see this. And we charge the scientific community collectively to make the science accessible for you. You're going to be treated with a whole host of amazing things. The world's going to look different to you today. The other thing that has to happen for people to get into science, you have to have a can-do experience. Kids have to see they can do science. And when you go and talk to scientists, it isn't Big Bang. You're going to see very dynamic people who love what they're doing, and you're going to see that you see the passion, and you're going to see that you could see yourself doing science. And this is what we want. We want to attract the next best, brightest people into science.
And next, I'd like to introduce a very special person. Francis Jeffers runs a program called Visions of Science, and this brings science to disadvantaged neighborhoods. Jeffrey.
As Dr. Miller said, it's giving kids a can-do attitude. Visions of Science is an organization that works with underrepresented groups in science. And basically, we've had the opportunity for our volunteers and our staff to have young people enjoy science.
We can't do science without money. And where do you go to get the money? Well, you go to the government, of course. The agency in Canada that funds most of the science that happens here is the National Science and Engineering Research Council in Ottawa.
I'm pleased to present the NSERC Award for Science Promotion to a very deserving organization, the Visions of Learning for Science Network for Learning. NSERC is proud to be a supporter of Visions of Science Network for Learning through the Promo Science program, which provides funding to organizations working with young Canadians to promote science and engineering. Visions of Science Network for Learning is truly working to spread an appreciation for science and engineering, regardless of race, age, or education, and Canada is better for it. So it's with great pleasure that I'm here today to award the Visions of Science Network for Learning with the 2011 NSERC Award for Science Promotion in the amount of $25,000.
Visions of Science is an organization that promotes science and technology to the Black community and other underrepresented groups in science. And we were formed in 1991. And so we're celebrating our 20th year, and we've also been honored to receive the 2011 National Science Promotion Award from NSERC. We need to have more people involved in science, basically. We're in a very competitive global environment. But the other aspect is that this country is still growing. It's a living experiment. It's very dynamic. And we need to get young people involved in what is the most strong economic drivers in the society, which is science, technology, and engineering.
I don't believe that everybody should become a scientist, but I do think it's important to understand the scientific way of thinking, which is to look at evidence, prove it for yourself by doing experiments and building on knowledge of those who came before you.
I mean, science is obviously important, and we do want to inspire a curiosity for science in young kids so that they can start to consider a career or study path in the sciences.
My good friend Sheldon Levy and I, we would like you to come to next year's Science Rendezvous as well, as this is a great location. It's a wonderful thing for the city, and certainly it's good for us. So if we have high school students come here, we will give them a decent education.
I agree.